Hello everybody, it's Walrusxyz here, and today I'm bringing you my top 10 decks post-Shining Victories. Shining Victories just came out, and a lot of decks got support, so let's get right into the top 10. At number 10, we have Raid Raptors. Now, Raid Raptors have gotten their best support wave yet in Shining Victories. Their ridiculous towers came out, and it's stupid, and they have so much more power, and they have that little guy who can pop a card when you get attacked. It's really good. And then, of course, you have Ultimate Falcon, which is towers, like I said, and it can't die. It's got 35, and it's insane. And your opponent just takes 1,000 to the face if they don't have monsters to lose 1,000. So that's why Raid Raptors at number 10. It's pretty self-explanatory. At number 9, we have Blue Eyes. Now, Blue Eyes got a lot of support in Shining Victories, and it's been really interesting. I've been playing the deck a little, and they've got Twin Burst Dragon, and they've got the Ancient Dragon, the White Dragon, what was it, the Sacred White Dragon or something, I don't know. It's really good, and they make rank 8s well, and they make the Fusion Monster, and they have Synchro. They just got a lot of support, and then the Structure deck as well has been out for a while. Just completely revitalizes the deck. So I think it has a lot of potential to be one of the top contenders for the meta, and that's just about it. At number 8, we have Deskbot. What have I said about Deskbot that hasn't been said already? Having an Armades with like 10,000 attack just is stupid, and the deck has so much OTK potential, and it's extremely budget too. It's just ridiculously budget. Like, almost all of the cards are common. You can buy the entire deck in common variation. It is by far one of the best budget decks in the meta, but still not as good as Domain Monarchs. So at number 7, we have Domain Monarchs. It's still a really good deck, but I feel like the newer decks can deal with it a lot easier now that they know what's going on, and you know, being able to lock down them, they draw into a lot of cards, but it's not that hard to lock them down, and they do alright, I suppose, but they're a pretty good deck still. They have ridiculous boss monsters, and they're still really good when you combine them with the Super Quantums, and that's just about it for number 7. At number 6, we have Draco Pals, the deck everyone loves to hate and hates to love. I don't know, it's not dead, it just won't die. This deck does not know when to quit. It's very, very good, and then there's still the fact that they can still survive. There are so many other things. You can do Magispector Pepe, you can do Odd Eyes Pepe. There's so many combinations. With the new Odd Eyes Unicorn, this is going to be able to stay alive even more, and we're going to have to deal with it for longer. But it's still something I think could be a very, very good deck. So moving on to number 5. We have Psyframe. Now, this was a very close decision between Yosenju and Psyframe, but in the end, I just felt like Psyframe is a lot better. Both decks benefit from the new Drowning Mirror Force because they never have anything on the field, and I feel like Psyframes just managed to do a lot better with the stun, and they managed to handle the things very easily, and they've got a very nice Cosmo match. Well, I've got a decent Cosmo matchup. Like, they can run Cyber Dragon and Chimera Tech without any problem because they never have any monsters on the field, and a lot of Cosmo players at my locals got caught off guard by that, but it's very, very good still, very powerful stun. Omega just takes cards out of the hand, which is huge and important, and that's really all I have to say, but Yosenju does get some pluses because of the new Card of Demise, but in the end, Cyframe still manages to be better in my opinion. So, moving on to number 4. Mermail. Mermail is stupid, and it's powerful, and it's an OTK machine, and the amazing part about it is there is a 3-4 card hand loop that just drops it drops 3 cards out of their hand, and with the right setup you can trish them too, so it's just a very scary thing to deal with because it's it's Mermails. They used to be good, now they're good again. So while people understand the matchup, it's gonna be a difficult matchup nonetheless. So at number 3, we have Masked Heroes. Masked Heroes is still a very, very good deck, in my opinion, and the fact that it manages to take a card out of the hand every time it searches. Basically, Dark Law makes it. This deck has a very strong matchup against Cosmo because of Dark Law. Because they don't go to the graveyard, which is great. The only problem is they don't always have enough tack to hit over the big ships, but Cosmo Tin Can also adds, so Dark Law gets to ruin a card from the hand. It's really good overall. So I just feel like it can do just as well in the meta, and that's about it. And at number 2, we have Cosmo itself. This deck is still stupid and still powerful, and I just don't know what to say. They have the 3K floater, and now they've got some kind of Darth Vader lady, and she's really good, and I don't know. It's powerful, it's stupid, and it does everything that it needs to do when it needs to do it. It's very hard to get over Tin Can because you can use it during either player's end phase, and it just remains one of the top metas. Honorable mentions go to Yosenju, Magispector, Fluffle, Super Quantum, Digital Bugs, or Morphage, and Zephyr Yang Zings. Yosenju, like I said, I was gonna choose it, but I chose Cyframe over it. Still worth mentioning. Magispector, Pure Magispector is really good, but it's just okay at best. Because they don't have that much attack, and I feel like if they got even more support, they would be better, but at the moment, I don't think that they're that good. And then there's Fluffles, of course. They're good, but they just don't seem to fit in. They only have a good matchup against Cosmo, really. Super Quantum got hit, but they're still worth mentioning. Digital Bugs and a Morphage, I haven't actually seen any decks run them yet. And I think that they have potential because a Morphage is a huge stun deck, and Digital Bugs are a rank up deck, so they could very well do good in the meta. I'm not sure though. And Zephyr Yang Zings, they just spam everything out and they're stupidly powerful. So at number 1 we have PK Fire. Of course, there's no reason this deck wouldn't be at number 1. This deck is stupidly powerful and it's absurd, and it just spams out rank 3s like it has nothing to do. It just spams out rank 3s and it's ridiculous. You got Break Sword, you got your boots, you got your Ancient Cloak, you have everything that you could ask for. And then there are the Speedroids, and you got your Burning Abyss. Speedroid, Phantom Knight, Burning Abyss, it's insane, really. It's just really insane all around. The things that you can do with this deck is just stupid. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe tell me what you want to see for your next top 10 list. Until then, this is Walrusxyz signing out.